All right, I've got no idea why Caleb and Freya have asked me to introduce this particular topic, but there was a letter to a doctor's advice column at news.com.au over the weekend asking why do people as they get older start groaning when they tie up their shoelaces and make other movements. The letter said, "Dear Dr. Zach, I don't know what's happening to me, but in the last 12 months I've started to make what my partner is describing as old people noises. Why is it every time I bend over to put my shoes on, I groan? And why is it whenever I get up from the couch, I make a noise? Why is it when I get out of bed, I make a noise? It's really annoying." Well, I don't know anything about this, of course, but apparently the doctor replies that you're not falling apart. It's audible adaptation where in your key postural muscles, your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, your abdominals, they get weaker as you get older. And so when your body is trying to stabilise, Caleb, as you bend down to tie your shoes, so I'm told it comes out as a noise or a groan, and then it becomes a habit. And then you become one of those old people who's making noises left, right and centre every time you move. So there's a lot to look forward to with ageing, but of course I've got decades to find out what any of this really means.
And on that note, actually, no, we've still got a few minutes of this show left, haven't we? Remember when Chris Norman got done living next door to Alice? He got with Susie Quattro and they started stumbling in. Well, Donald Trump has found his moment for that as well. You might call it his Biden moment, walking up the stairs of Air Force One and whoop, there he goes. He nearly fell, but he rights himself. He did a slightly better job, it should be said, than Biden. Of course, you will remember this famous footage when, well, he basically fell over every time he tried to hit the steps. I am waiting, and I'm sure it will come eventually, for the anti-Trump people to churn this out and say, look, it's proof that Donald Trump can't make his way up the stairs. He's just as bad as Joe Biden. Even Marco Rubio fell on the stairs. Maybe all this time we were a little harsh on Joe Biden. Maybe those stairs are more difficult than we think they are.
Having just done an old man story, who hasn't tripped going up steps? But the Biden one is like, that's next level.
Do you reckon he made a groan as he...
Yeah.
Probably.
No, steep stairs, but Biden definitely stumbled worse. A zebra was on the loose for a full week. It shut down highways. Everyone was looking for this zebra, but I'm pleased to say it has been found and returned home in spectacular fashion. This is somebody's pet zebra in Tennessee being airlifted by helicopter home. I mean, I didn't know you were able to have pet zebras, firstly, but look at that majestic vision. Wow.
That's quite incredible. Why wouldn't you, as a zebra, escape if you're going to get that sort of ride at the end of it?
Well, I was going to say, like, this is no encouragement for him to stop that behaviour. I mean, he's just like people jump out of planes for fun. He's like, holy hell.
All the animals will be escaping now.
I'm getting on board with this now.
Fantastic joyride.